Isolated at the bottom of rolling foothills, life slows down as the speed limit changes.
It's only 2 streets, so everybody knows each other.
Tooleville, majority Hispanic, a lot of them farm worker families, low income, and have been here for decades.
Nearly 5 decades for Maria Oliveira.
All kinds of chiles.
She takes pride in her soil.
Everything has a sprinkler.
Her backyard, a patchwork of bright produce.
Yeah, I got basil right here.
She bought a piece of the 2-road town in 1974.
It's relaxing.
Surrounded by endless miles of lush farmland, the Central California Valley grows a quarter of the nation's food.
A lot of people don't appreciate all the hard work that people does out in the fields, because I work out in the fields for a while.
The region a patchwork of prosperity and poverty.
You know, if we've been like this for so long that you get used to it. I have my gallon right there on the stove.
Their drinking water tainted with toxic chemicals.
I just get the gallon coffee pot, I fill it up. My tea, just a gallon.
The state delivers bottled water for drinking and cooking, but homeowners rely on the toxic tap water.
Wash, take a shower, and the plants.
Beneath the rolling foothills, some of the nation's most contaminated water, polluted by nitrates and bacteria linked to fertilizer.
I need to take the bag out of there.
Detected more recently in Tooleville, the cancer-causing chemical known as chrome-6.
It's really bad. It's bad.
But their struggles don't exist in the America next door.
That's what makes us a little bit upset. My kids went to high school here. We buy food, we buy everything in town.
They've spent 2 decades fighting to connect their water to a city less than a mile away. But the city has refused, citing cost and maintaining its own aging infrastructure, turning down state incentives to share water.
This is a crisis that has flown under the radar for a long time.
The U.S. Water Alliance helped unmask the crisis in 2019.
For many of these communities that are living without water access today, they were affected by discriminatory practices in how infrastructure was developed. So they were left out of the big investments that our country made in water systems.
They found more than 2 million Americans live without running water and basic sanitation.
Census data can't really tell you the whole story.
Like in Texas border towns where families worry because there's no running water to fight fires. Or in Appalachia, where people drink from streams polluted by industrial runoff.
There are a lot of organizations around the country that are doing really great work to make sure that people have access to water.
Local food banks are using atmospheric water generation technology to deliver clean water.
We're a country with a lot of resources and a lot of technology. We do have the ability to close that water access gap.
The newly signed infrastructure bill including more than $55 billion for water infrastructure.
It's going to be so beautiful.
A new state law is putting more pressure on cities to connect their water to places like Tooleville, renewing hope here.
We're going to keep working hard so the city can connect us.
In Tooleville, California, I'm Amanda Brandeis reporting.